Em.
I'm Rach,
And you are watching Watched.
So today we're going to be doing a video that I already did solo, but today I'm curious to know the other member, another member opinion. I will, if you didn't saw the video or the other hundreds of videos of me talking about it, I do really like listen to Kpop. I listen to it, but she actually doesn't listen to it as I'm part of some fandoms and so I know, and I'm curious to know her opinions on this type of music that at some point it turns into kind of a cult stuff, but it's not, okay? People assume like, oh, you like K-pop, you must be like that stereotype thing. Like, no, like it's just a music style. So I also listen to emo music. I might what, like, you know.
Not that like a 0% knowledge, because if you've seen, we've done like K-pop videos for years now, and I've been getting some details like from her and my sister and But basically the question I want to ask you already answered, but we're talking like K-pop music or K-pop anything, like popular,
I guess a little bit of both, you know.
Okay.
Because one thing that I want to say about K-pop is they don't release only music, they also have that image, the music video, all of things very visual as well.
But you want to talk like bands in specific?
You can talk about whatever. Talk about K-pop in general.
Okay. So the way I'm thinking is, like I said, I've like, as soon as we finish filming a video or something like that, I forget that song instantly. Except like songs that I really liked, or like Stray Kids. There are a couple of songs that sometimes are stuck in my head. I'm like,
they do that shit.
Get it out. But in general, I have not listened to music for many years, like recent songs. If you go to my history on YouTube, it's like we said in another video, Lemonade Mouth, Jonas Brothers, Five Sauce, Camp Rock. They're always nostalgic childhood teenager. So to me, K-pop music, I have not listened to except for filming. Or as I was saying, because that's why I was asking, I am in my drama and content creator era, you know. I've been really into like sci-fi, fantasy, K-dramas and Chinese dramas, and it's a problem.
People usually like mix everything together. You can like people that listen to K-pop also like dramas because Korean stuff is mixed together. Me, for example, I don't like dramas. I can't. I just don't like it. It just is not on me. I don't know. I just can't. Everything in me this seems so boring. So like, and there's no in that. So I don't see. But I do really enjoy K-pop as a music.
I think it's slightly different, even in like books and stuff like that, you know. And like I'm specifically in sci-fi fantasy because it's the kind of like, to me it's so out of this world. They're watching like series and movies brings out that like, oh, it's realistic, which I don't get from books, which K-drama or K-pop music doesn't really bring out of me, because like it's a storyline is so short, like I can't get anything from 3-4 minutes, and which the shows do that. That's why I said in the video I would love to see the Stray Kids storyline, for example, into a series. But yeah, and then on the other side I have content creators, which if you guys know, OTV, I've done a lot of videos about them. There's a couple other, like, it's mostly gamers, but like I get to see their culture their way. So that's what I enjoy. Now K-pop music, I've always said, I see this in the
Before you say something, I want to say something about what you said about like some musics don't stick on your head. I maybe be cancelled for this because as a K-pop, everyone will be like. I do feel like they do have a really crazy schedule. They have like every 3 months they're releasing an EP.
That's crazy. To me, I cannot.
I do feel like
I feel really bad and guilty that, like, as a psychologist or a future psychologist in this case, I'm like, can you rest? You need to stop speaking for like 2 days straight, at least, for your vocal cords to come back. You cannot be putting out 3 months.
But that's
Like,
why they have
it's
a lot of
crazy.
members, because sometimes they only have one line on one song for like.
Yeah, but to me, like, mental health is obviously very important. So, like, seeing someone be so overworked, and I'm like, I basically that's why I don't support it as much, because I feel if I support it, that workaholic culture will be keeping, like, and it feels, to me, it just feels wrong. And I know this is, like, obviously I'm not in Asian culture, so I can't say.
Yeah, they do,
know?
they do have a really harsh work ethic.
Yeah.
They work a lot.
I don't know, like, the kind of scientific methods they have. Like, at the same time, like, this guy's Toast has done, like, a lot of vlogs where he visited. They have, like, sleep capsules. Like
on The Office.
Yeah, no, but in the set, that's so, like, I like it. There's, like, a pro, but there's also the con.
Doing that because they have come back so close. I do feel some songs or some albums are very, like, main produced, like, copies,
Sometimes
just to sell,
Yeah, don't they feel rushed to you sometimes? I don't know. It's a genuine question.
It depends on the groups that you, like, listen to. Okay. I do feel like the smaller groups, they do feel pressure to do stuff because also they don't have a big audience. And also they don't have control over the music they produce, so they are given songs. So it does sometimes feel like this is another song that I really listen to you, so it's like no.
Yeah.
But then you can have groups that are self-produced. They do all of the things themselves, like Stray Kids, Bang Chang, and Three Rach.
That is a pro, but I'm asking this because I can, like, Jonas Brothers I know different cultures, but just to give a baseline.
What she knows.
What I know. Don't come at me. Jonas Brothers, when they came back, they said in an interview that they did, like, they did around 20 to 30 songs, and then they separated that through, like, 3 albums. I'm asking, like, if they feel pressured or rushed, in the sense that, like, do they do that as well? Like, do they have, like, a backup of songs? They're like, oh, we need to release a song, let's do this one.
I think it depends on the band, because as I said, Bang Chang said they have a lot of unreleased, like, songs.
Yeah.
So they have, like, backups because they didn't like that song, they didn't release it, so they produce more and more and more. But he also doesn't sleep, because he is very alcoholic. So he does a lot of stuff. Also, Uzi from 17 also produced all the songs, including individual content members. Like, if one member wants to go solo and do solo stuff, he does write that shit. Subunits, he also does that. Yeah, he does that.
It's cute in the sense that, like, oh, even though you want to do something else, I'm going to help you.
Yeah, it does produce everything, because you can write it and then everyone being, like, producing it, he writes and produces everything. So I feel like at some point, how can you have, like, imagination, creativity to do, like, anything different?
Yeah, but to me, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I need to tell them, like, be selfish. Think of yourself for a second. Because if you don't exist, or if something happens to you, who is going to replace you? Who is going to... They could be better, but they could also be worse. In the sense that, like, it's important for you to take a rest, to eat, to exercise, go outside.
Yeah,
things I don't do.
I think that, when there's groups with more members, that's easier, because everyone has a different kind of job and purpose. So if it's a soloist, there's only one, so he has to do everything himself.
Yeah.
So if it's a 70, for example, there's 13 members. They concentrate on different things. There's some members that do the acting, and there's some members that do more kind of music stuff. I don't want to be selfish, but there's constantly content, because there's a lot of them doing different things. So there's more stuff going on.
I also think, like, we saw Minji, like, do vlog style things.
Yeah.
They could also, like, take an opportunity of, like, not doing so, like, in ballads, where the music video doesn't have to be so produced. Like, CGI,
Mm-hmm.
like coisa effects, visual effects and stuff like that. You could use that time to like, oh, if I like, I don't know, if I like to go to a museum, this ballad fits here. So let's do the music video in the museum.
Yeah.
Where you're still outside and you're working, but your mind is not, I need to work. Or I need this shot to be perfect. Or because it's okay for it to be imperfect. Because it's supposed to be like it's a vlog. It's okay for you to trip over and like hurt yourself. I don't know.
I feel like with the most old groups that have a really like secure audience because they are secure. So Kpop, boom, dislike. It's a money maker for the person behind the industry, like the people behind the company. They just care about money. The idols that go through that diets and that stuff, they have money on. You work because you want money.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, everything that goes on is based on money. So, that's why they release a lot of stuff going on because they capture you into that because there's always stuff going on.
Yeah.
That's how they got you. So you have, I think you with the bigger bands, they have least.
They have more liberty to do what they want.
Yeah, and they have less comebacks because they know they have a secure. Like BTS, they just did a break because they are in the army, but harmony.
Also singing. In the army, they do have an infirmary, which is basically armory.
Yeah. So they have like a secure. So they.
Yeah.
But also they do work a lot still.
Yeah, but if they have to release songs when one of them is not available, they do need to have.
Yeah, I guess.
Songs pre-recorded.
What? There's bands that does like some. They don't. There's bands that I've counted that like every 3 months they are releasing shit, but there's also groups that don't have like a consistent thing. So they release it when it's ready, or when they feel like it's ready.
Quite sad to me.
It is. I feel like sometimes they are rushed, and I feel like how annoying it is to sing the songs on and on that you don't like and you have to sing it because because additional to the things that we are used to that is like the music videos and like the concerts, they do have like a lot of fan meetings, fan services. They do a lot of those, and for me it's so nerve-wracking because why are you meeting your fans every single day?
Yeah. That's nice. The way like how am I going to say this? It's nice in the fact that like you still appreciate your fans even though you are like overworked and like you still take your time to like I need to appreciate them the way they appreciate me, I guess, and that is nice. But like I said, my point of view is always like psychology based because it's richer in my life. But like that is a nice thing to do.
Yeah. Like
old meeting greens and spend time with the fans.
But also there's money behind it.
There's always money.
Because you have to buy a lot of, for example, there's a video call like they do release an album, and behind or inside of like
the album,
30 albums, for example, there's a video call like nominate like if you win that album or if you buy a lot of those, you have the bigger chance to get the video call.
Yes.
So there's people that bought like 3,000 albums to get a video call.
Where do you get the money? I need to know.
And that's how they get the cash. Also, I think with that, also the Kpop industry has a lot of not trash,
secrets.
but like
I was thinking like secrets, like government.
That too. Paper waste and a lot of product waste. Just they do waste a lot of that because there's a lot of albums came in boxes with a lot of stuff inside.
Also, isn't it protected by plastic thing?
Yes,
like
everything.
Film. Plastic film. Wow, my English today is not.
And with people that buy like 300 like copies just to find that paper.
Yeah, no.
They do. There's a lot of viral videos of like trucks with boxes of albums because people just want the photocards and that's it, and they put it on the trash. So it's a lot of waste, like product
instead
waste.
Of like
selling or giving
to
the other people, poor people.
Isn't that just a waste of money also from that person?
Yeah.
Like, you wasted so much money on buying all of these and then you're throwing it away.
But I feel like the people that buy this also have a lot of money, so they don't care.
But it's like, it's always be like Robin Hood. You kill people or you steal from people to help other people. I just don't like the mentality
Of it.
of the industry itself. Obviously for different reasons, but it all comes to the same conclusion, which is other people need their health.
And the old people sitting on a desk feel like the younger people that are going to be controlled.
Even though they work for you, doesn't mean they're your slave.
Yeah.
Obviously Kdramas, they show this a lot. In like the assistants, you need to bring me coffee, you need to bring me this.
We don't have, I think that...
It's like, they're your assistant, they are not your slaves. You have legs, get up and go get them yourself.
Idols start training from the younger age.
Also, like, that brings me so much pain. But like, pain for them, like, it's so painful.
So they are like brainwashed a lot. Like, who gave you the power to like dominate someone? That's how I feel about the Jonas Brothers, for example, or Miley Cyrus for working in Disney very early in their lives. So they also have a little bit of brainwashed.
Yeah.
There's like, why are those kids like working so early?
Yeah.
You know?
If you see their interviews from right after Disney left them, or they left Disney, they seem so off.
Yeah.
Like blank, fully blank.
They just autopilot, and let's go.
They had like PR training, so like they know how to dodge questions that they don't want to answer. And so their interviews,
I guess that makes sense though.
Yeah, their interviews are fully blank, and I'm like, for kids.
I think that in those interviews, the people that are interviewing minors or something like that should be more careful with asking questions.
For example, like obviously, I'm pretty sure I've seen a few interviews of K-pop idols also going through this, but like Jonas Brothers that have like the Catholic Church idea and ideology, and they had like the virginity rings. People kept pestering about them, like asking questions about who did you lose your virginity to? Why are you not wearing your ring anymore? I'm like, they're kids. Let them do.
Well, yeah, because they are famous or they are like I don't know, a product. I guess they are not yours. That's what I feel also with Kpop. Like, they are not yours. They are like singers. They have a personality they are showing you that's probably trained, polished, everything glamorized, and there's a true personality that they don't show to you, and you don't have to know because they are not your friends. They are not your bestie.
They're like
they are not your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah, one content creator that I follow, Ludwig, as internet knows him. He said this once, and I'm like, in my head, and it's so true. They are your entertainers. Hell, we are. You know, you see one
like
version
in a
of
healthy, kind of okay.
We are entertainers. We're not friends, and we're like, obviously
we do appreciate people that
we appreciate people. When people say we love you, it's not love. It's just like appreciation. Like, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks to you, I have like a living. I can do what I like. I have money to bring home.
That's why I think parasocial relationships start, because people, content creators, are used to saying love you, and it's like not love you, it's appreciate you. Like, and it's the same with like K-pop idols. I see a lot that like people, he's mine. I cannot wait until like we meet him, so they're like,
you can fall in love with me.
Yeah, and just remember, like when we were 13, we kind of were similar to that, but not to that extent. Like, but obviously,
it was like for fun, I guess. It was like fun to like.
Of course, there's like celebrity crushes, but there's also the reality, and you need to realize your reality is not always how, in this case, your body feels.
In Kpop, you have a lot of groups. It's very hard for all of them to be producing and releasing songs at the same time.
Yeah.
So they have to do a lot of stuff to be able to bring audience in.
Yes.
So I don't blame them. I just feel like it would be different.
Yes, I do agree.
They're like releasing groups every like month. There's a new group going on.
Yeah, it's just younger and younger and younger.
Yeah, that's
if you
another
think
thing.
about the sexual, like this is serious topic now. The sexualizing of adults. Can you imagine what happens to kids?
Yeah.
And it's like, I know it's your dream, I know, but just wait until you're at least 18, 21, until your brain
But the thing
is capable enough to process these informations. Because when you're a kid, of course, like your needs, physical needs, are starting to develop. And if you are in the public eye and you see all these people following you,
yeah,
it's not even your ego that gets big. Also, it gets big, but it's your need for attention.
Yeah.
And you're not developed enough to understand what you really need.
In that case, I do blame, like, obviously, again, the people behind the company that they literally brainwash the kids. And as they are, like, learning, they don't see it as bad intentions or malice.
They
looks.
see people.
Yeah, they see people. They don't
developing what they want. Yeah, it's just
they don't like notice they are being sexualized because they are kids, obviously.
We agree on most things of the negative things, but in different points of views. Mine are also like psychological.
Because like I can like one thing and be able to criticize it. There's some people that do follow everything blindly, and there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that we don't know that are probably very bad. People that sell their bodies to be able to.
Do you know the story of Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
I recently saw the documentary and I was like,
I'm not saying it's a Kpop thing. It's like entertainment world is the opportunity. You know, the lay of the opportunity. If you do that to someone, you can grow, like on the ladder of success. And why, man? This is so wrong. I feel like.
In general, like entertainment industry is just messed up.
Yeah, it's a plague. Okay, it's a plague. I feel like it's unfair for people, for idols, to not be able to do their lives. Like they can have a family. There's idols that are like 13, 14. They're probably like they are dating on like in secret because they have to do that.
Yeah, they cannot be.
And they cannot like show their kid. Go outside with their kid if they have one that is secret because they can like how does that also not only their like mentality but also their partner and kid mentality like I'm a secret to my dad like why doesn't want to show me around like
but also in a way that creates more parasocial relationships since people don't know.
I would prefer like I'm begging to know their girlfriends because I would like to see them be like I'm getting old, and all of the groups that are debuting now are younger than me.
It's
and
just weird.
I don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm being probably I will be also cancelled for this.
No, it makes total sense.
But if members, all of them are under like 18, all of them. If each one of them, okay, like it's fine. But I don't like singers that are younger than me. I don't know. I don't feel nothing with that. I just I don't feel it
that
appropriate.
Is the normal and healthy.
Like. Every band feels like the same nowadays because of that, you know. They have like that formula and they repeat it like you have to be this, you have to be this, you have to be this. And I was saying they should be trained because they have young girls or young boys like liking them, so they have to be control of what they say, obviously.
But I was saying like PR trained.
But they
train them what to say.
Yeah, but they also have to check like to show their personality and stuff, and that's what I end this.
Yeah.
And one thing I will end with this: females and male idol have the same rights. So please stop, like giving more harsh time to the idols, the female idols.
We didn't even talk about that. But then this video will be 1,000 years.
Yeah. So
long. So
if you like it,
give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you want. And
yeah, I'm Rach.
And
you watched.